and stuff like that. So, number one, benefits of sleep in relation to the overall health of a nursing student. Sleep makes you and your patients safer. According to the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, not getting enough sleep can hinder your decision-making process and slow your reaction times. Sleep makes you a better nursing student. If your brain isn't properly rested, it's just not going to remember everything it needs to know. That's why you can still fail a test even if you crammed all night. Your brain and your body just can't plow past the lack of sleep and perform well. You can't remember the facts you're trying to memorize, and you can't comprehend trickier concepts. Sleep also makes you nicer. Have you ever gone for a few days of less and less sleep? How's your mood when that happens? If you notice a marked turn around grouchiness when you're tired, imagine what being chronically short of sleep would do to your outlook. And I'm looking to the left because I have my notes written right here. So, sleep makes you healthier. Sleep helps your body process the day, and that's when a lot of your muscles repair themselves and your hormones regulate. That's why rest is so important after injury. But a typically active day of a nursing student can add up to lots of little fixes your body needs to make while you're sleeping. If it can't repair, you could be looking at long-term issues like weight gain, chronic pain, and even diabetes and other illnesses. Your body needs enough good quality rest to perform properly. Okay, moving on to number 2. Obstacles a nursing student may encounter while trying to get an appropriate amount of sleep. Some obstacles a nursing student will encounter. I know my mom was a nursing student, and some of her obstacles, of course, were raising the kids and working 40 hours at the hospital because she had her RN already. She was getting her BSN, so she was working and raising kids. I don't know how she did it. Also being a mother. Well, I guess that's raising kids. And of course the money, that could be an obstacle. Paying for it could always be an obstacle. Time management is probably an obstacle for me. Just managing your time wisely and doing the important stuff first at the beginning of the day, besides doing the not so important stuff first. Like for me, sometimes I'll lay in bed for 2 hours and scroll Instagram, when really I should have gotten out of bed, ate breakfast, worked out, and then began my assignments during the day. Versus in a typical day, I will actually lay in bed for too long and then eat, hang out with friends, and then 8 o'clock at night, alright, let's look at these assignments. When really that shouldn't be how it is. You should do assignments first thing in the morning and knock it out. And that way you can ensure that you get enough rest that night. And I think that completes number 2. Number 3 would be 3 tips to help classmates get a good night's sleep. Would be 1 tip would be do your assignments during the day. Don't do your assignments at night. You're going to finish at 1 in the morning. Especially like for chemistry, it says 18 questions and really there's like 5 parts to each question. So there's really like almost like 60 questions. So, and that takes about 2 hours to actually study and comprehend the material. So, yeah, 1 tip, do your assignments during the day with full lighting. Light keeps you awake. Don't do it in a dark room. You'll fall asleep because it's dark. And the melatonin and stuff like that. Second one is don't do any assignments on the weekend. On the weekend, you know you're going to hang out with friends. You're going to work. You're going to try and chill. You're just not in working school mode. Don't do your assignments on the weekend. Do it Monday through Thursday. In a perfect world. That's what works for me. 4, go to sleep around the same time. 3, go to sleep around the same time every night. I try to go to bed at like 10 p.m. very latest. In a perfect world, I'll go to bed at 9 every night. And because sleep is really important. I know that when I have lack of sleep, I'm groggy. I can't pay attention. My anxiety is higher. That's just how I am. So, yeah. To recap, do homework during the day. Don't do homework on the weekends. unless it works for your schedule. If you work Monday through Friday, then do homework on the weekends, that works for you. But for me and my mom, we don't do it on the weekends because we're working. I work at a restaurant. We're busy on the weekends. And then last one, go to sleep around the same time, ideally from 9 o'clock. Don't go to bed at 2 a.m. And when you know you have work at 7 a.m., that's not going to work. So just time management and really make sleep a priority. So, and let me go ahead and show you my sources and I'll close out this video. Boop, 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 boop. And here's my sources. Here's the 2 websites that I use to look up this information about sleep and nursing students and how those 2 are correlated. Alright, thank you for watching.